as I sit here under an enormous banyan tree. I just cannot explain how incredible a life here of this tree. It is supporting millions and billions of other lives, creating an incredible web of life just here. As I look up with this single light flash onto the canopy, it's covering the entire overhead of me. The strands of roots coming down in the direction of the ground, explaining to us the forces of this existence is incredible. As these roots, as these strands are coming down under the gravity, it is also defining and defeating pretty much gravity by this tree growing in the opposite direction to gravity. Where the science is concerned, it is fooling the scientist, the botanists. The tree has got a name, but the tree itself hasn't been identified by anything. All it knows is how to thrive with the nutrients of this earth. It is the mud, it is the soil, it is the dirt, it is the sun, it is that rain, it is that water that has made this banyan tree a giant here on earth. When you take a leaf, a fallen leaf from a green pigmentation, I don't even call it pigmentation. From green, I don't even want to call it green. From what it was to what it is now. And if you just simply look at this leaf, could you ever make out how much life it has lived whilst it was still up there? This life has shed, and then another life has just shed and fell it onto the ground with a gentle motion. It is just this. I wanted to leave it where I found it. It is just this. That same life that was up there is now feeding its beautiful mother to live on, and for their siblings to live and thrive as this leaf have done over the weeks, over the days, over the hours, over the months. I don't know for how long it was up there. My interest is not how long, how profoundly has that leaf lived upon that tree, on those branches, those little twigs. It is just that what I'm interested in. I pay so much emphasis, so much time just observing the importance of our connection to these trees, these plants, this nature and its entire existence. How can you make a limited judgment on any given component element in this vastness of limitless space. We may have come across with all the computation and mathematics and formulas and solutions to something that has no relevance when it comes to life. When it comes to life, the only relevance there is to pay. As I speak, there's an insect, a fine, fine insect just flying across me. So as I said, how could you pay? How could you make up what it is when you can't even make up a single atom in its entirety how the life is made from? We are simply deceiving ourselves from living a profound life in this incredible, limitless possibilities of an existence. I invite every human being to touch this dimension of life and share those emotions, those true feelings and connections, and see how you would live your life. Just become the cosmic space. Become the endless possibility. And live a magical and most incredible life that you could never have imagined if you limit yourself to something of who you are and what you are. Anyway, if you lived it your way, or if you lived it the way the nature intended, anyway, life will be dust, no matter who you are and what you are and what you were and how big and important you thought yourself to be. Because when it comes to life, the nature makes a decision as to your presence here with its entire existence. No one has this possibility other than the nature to make a decision on your presence here on earth. So whilst you are here, a fish flapping away there with the sound of the croakle rooster, it is just this. As I'm speaking, I can hear and listen to thousands and thousands of noises and life around me. Yet, I'm still focused in what I feel being here. There's a leaf falling, wow, just behind my head. Would you not want to pay this? Spend some time connecting this way with our nature and preserve what we've got, because there's hardly any life left on earth that we can connect with anymore. Yet there's so much life in this one life just here of this banyan tree. Another seized life by nature dropped right in front of me. as I sat here. It is this connection and disconnection with existence that makes up this beautiful and endless features that exist around us every day. Don't destroy them. Be gentle enough, just like a baby, and feel yourself as part of this existence. Because everything that made this tree and made this body came from this earth. Just here. Touch and feel the connection as part of life. Because this soil does not look like this. This mud and that water does not look like this ugly face. This tree has no features of dirt or soil. Look how beautiful its roots and its entire body is, and its life and leaves above me. Just see. It'll shed one day, it'll go back to earth, where it came from. We all must pay this. We all must pay back our loan by accumulation of this body that we accumulated from this earth. We have to shed it and it'll go back to earth. The best you can do is to put it back to where it came from. Have a beautiful Saturday. Have a beautiful life. Not a day or a time or a specific location, but have a beautiful life wherever you are, whoever you may be. It is the most important to be aware that you are mortal and your presence here on this existence is limited. But your possibilities are endless and limitless. You could be whoever you wish to be. Yet, being conscious is the only way to be, no matter who you are or whatever you are. And have a beautiful life. My journey continues to share this message of a profound life that I paid enormous attention to, the life-making material. And I will continue to share this experience with the entire world, whoever is listening and like to touch a dimension of a magic to life in this short and very fragile existence here on earth. Bye-bye. From Botanical Gardens in Singapore.